So once again, I changed the attire today. We got a black sweater wrong, and we have Junior Motorsports shirt right there. So yeah, I'm trying to pick out what I'm gonna wear for the Bristol review when that race comes and all that stuff. But yeah, anyways, another midweek race. This time it wasn't actually midweek, but rather it was Thursday. So yeah, because stupid rain yesterday and all that. But we got tonight's race in, and going into this race, a lot of people were very skeptical, considering that the average review of the Coke 600 was that it was a terrible race, and and all that, blah blah blah. We all know how NASCAR fans can get when a race is pretty terrible and all that. And I'm just gonna say this: I can totally understand why you would dislike the Coke 600. Kind of for me, it was just kind of different. I don't know. Okay. The deal is with me is that I enjoyed the whole race. I actually enjoy the Coke 600. Don't get me wrong. I can understand your criticism as how it was just boring and whatnot have you. I don't know. I didn't feel like that to me. I mean, I don't know. I just didn't feel like that to me. I didn't think the Coke 600 was boring at all, but I mean, it was a decent race, and all that. And I would agree with people. It's not like the best race of the season, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's the same argument, package and all that. It's basically 2019 fucking again and all that. But anyways, let's talk about tonight's race. So, William Byron won the pole and led the first few laps there. There was a caution because all the Rick Ware racing cars, I think, crashed and all that. And then afterwards, there was then the little rain delay. Not Alex Bowman. Alex Bowman was in the mix of, how I would say it. He was in the mix of, battling for the lead and all that. But yeah, actually, Matt DiBenedetto led a few laps there in the start of the race, and I was actually like, could he have a pretty good car here today? No, unfortunately, he didn't really have a good car. I mean, it wasn't bad, but I mean, like a winning car. I mean, hey, we're going to Bristol next week, so we don't know. Maybe he can run pretty good there. I'm honestly now excited more for Bristol more because that's the Benedetto's best track. I'd actually like to see him really perform well there. But anyways, honestly, when the rain delay came, I sort of did watch the latter half of stage 1. And I basically didn't watch stage 2 at all, only for like the final 10 laps and all that. Oh, you're probably wondering, what the hell was I doing? Well, I was actually, I thought the rain delay was actually going to last a bit more longer, so I just went to Target real quick, and I just tried to find some new NASCAR Authentics, but I didn't find any, unfortunately. Yeah, I'll provide a little bit of an update on the whole NASCAR Authentics deal. Just follow my Instagram, and you'll probably know. You'll get a lot more better updates there, and when not have you, but basically got a Pepsi and then just some nuts and all that. But okay, going back into the race, I know I'm sidetracking a little bit here though, but so going into stage 1 or the conclusion of stage 1, Joey Logano was the winner, and then going into stage 2, based off of what I heard, the biggest moment that happened in stage 2 was when both Kyle Busch and Eric Almirola made contact with one another. That cut Kyle Busch's tire. That pretty much ended his whole chance of trying to be contending for at least the top 10 or for the top 5. And then Ryan Preece made it 5 wide through the chicane and it went through the grass. Oh my gosh! What a legend! Oh god. Yeah, that was the biggest update, man. And I'm actually going to make that shot of them going 5 wide in the dry oval, my thumbnail. So, yeah, you'll probably see that when I edit this whole thing and all that. Or just put the thumbnail at least. That's the only thing I do with these videos. I just put thumbnails to edit them and all that. But anyways, getting back to the race now, stage 3 was when I sort of now paid attention to it. Alex Bowman then won stage 2. And going into stage number 3, now the intensity has to rise up a little bit more. And so what happened in stage 2, basically the deal what happened is that Bowman led for a few there, and then Kevin Harvick then took the lead and all that. And Bowman was catching to Harvick, but then he made a mistake, hit the wall coming out of 4. That pretty much ended his contention of winning a race tonight. And I know there was a caution between there. I forget who it was for. Yeah, I honestly forget who it was for, but that caution came out. That had everyone now pit for fuel, because if stage 3 would have gone green for as long as it has been, then I probably would have think that everyone had it to pit. So this was a great opportunity. And then around 30 to go, Kevin Harvick's car started to fall off a cliff, like a major cliff. Chase Elliott then passed him, and then it was Blaney, and then Hamlin started to get by around him and all that. And I'll talk about the other guy, Mr. Ricky Stenhouse, in a little bit here. But yeah, practically Chase he did what he needed to do. He led the last 30 laps of the race, I'm pretty sure. And then coming to the white flag, Chase Elliott finally wins a race in 2020, and it comes in the Charlotte midweek race. I'm just calling it Charlotte number 2, basically, that. So before I get into Chase Elliott's big win here tonight, because this was a pretty big win for him and also his fan base as well and all that. But Ricky Stenhouse Jr. finished 4th in a JTG Dory racing car. Wow, that he outperformed his equipment, definitely. And I'm actually gonna shout out Christopher Bell, Bubba Wallace, John Hunter Nemechek outperformed their equipment here tonight, which that was just like that was pretty cool, man. That was just cool seeing some cars you don't really see that often, competing and all that. They unfortunately didn't get the finishes that I think they properly deserved and all that. But still, man, that was they did a really great job. And Ricky Stenhouse Jr., what great performance, honestly, and we make fun of him a lot. But, come on, I mean, he really showed a lot of the stuff he can do and all that. And, yeah. And, Hamlin, it appeared that Hamlin's car started to come alive at the final lap. He passed, he passed Stenhouse and then Blaney for those last couple laps. And, and all that. So it's like his car finally came to life around the final lap, but... Yeah, big win for Chase Elliott, of course, after basically 2 races of just bad luck and all that, and also going back to Las Vegas, too. The team really needed this, and it's a good thing that they won early on and during the season and all that, and I wouldn't be talking about this when we go to Watkins Glen and all that. And I'm just like, okay, come on, Chase. Win before you get to Watkins Glen, because Watkins Glen just cannot be the first one of the season and all that. And that would just prove that Chase can't perform well and he can only win on Watkins Glen. Which, by the way, I think he'll probably win again at Watkins Glen. Don't get me wrong, but great. Like I said, great win for Chase. And all that. I mean, it's like Gustafson said, they got run over for these past couple of weeks, and now they finally were able to get the win in the Cup Series finally, and all that great stuff. So definitely deserving for Chase and all that. And overall, based off of what I saw, and I think a lot of people rate this too, but based off of Jeff Gluck's poll, on Twitter and all that, this was a pretty good race. Honestly, it was pretty good for what I saw and all that. I think it was decent. Yeah, I'll say it was decent, Decent race. I think it was a little bit more enjoyable than the Coke 600 because the stakes were a lot more higher in this race, considering that the race length is much shorter and all that. And I actually honestly thought that this was an exact same length as a truck race. So I'm like, the intensity is really gonna be high. So yeah, but just yeah, great win by Chase and all these guys. And just to give you my short thoughts on Xfinity and trucks, the Truck Series was the best race of the whole of the whole Charlotte races. Best race of the whole Charlotte races, like I said. Yeah, and Chase won that one. You know, beating Kyle Busch in that race, and the Xfinity race was pretty good too, I guess you could say. And the race, it didn't ruin for me when Kyle won and all that. I mean, I was perfectly fine with it. I'm still getting used to just racing being back again, honestly, because just we've had racing just so long, but yeah. So yeah, we're going to Bristol this weekend on Sunday, so that should be a pretty good race, I think. Definitely should be a good one and all that, because it's a short track and all that. But a lot of people probably won't even care for that race. They'll probably just watch the Bristol night race and all that, which I can understand, because it's the Bristol night race, baby. But yeah, a lot of exciting things to go on in the month of June and all that. And also, the next weekend, we're now going to have IndyCar coming back. So that should be pretty cool, too, in Texas Motor Speedway. Pretty cool all stuff all around. And I'm just going to talk a little bit, before I end the video, a little bit about yet another F1 race got canned. It was the Dutch Grand Prix. On all that, which I'm like, when is F1 going to start, man? They're pushing for Austria. Yeah, Austria, I think. Yeah, Austria. Austria, yeah, I think so. Yeah, maybe. It was one of those. It's yeah, Austria, I think. Yeah, yeah, we're really gonna pushing for Austria to be the first race of the season and all that. But you know, really, to be quite honest, it's like it's kind of weird because probably if F1 would have started, we probably would have talked about Hamilton winning his 100th million race. But hopefully F1 can come back soon. And tell me what you guys think of the race in the comments below. What do you think of Chase Elliott's big win? And I waited to make this video when he passed race inspection. So he passed race inspection, so or post race inspection. So he's your official winner. I'm out of here. I'm gonna go have a jog tomorrow. So see you all in the next video.